Hello everyone, welcome. I am Shubham Khaitan and I'm a final year student of Statistics, Economics and Finance at University College London. I am originally from Calcutta in India where I did my schooling, following which I took a gap year and worked at a family investment firm to gain some more experience. And after that, my university life was cut short due to the pandemic. But during that time, I utilized my time more productively, and I researched a lot and I got interested in risk management. So, to enhance my knowledge of the same, I took the FRM program and I cleared both levels in January of 2021. I attained my certification in May 2021 and I'm making these videos in July of 2021. So, you may ask how I came to making these videos. Well, I was sitting with a group of friends, and I was helping some of them solve their doubts relating to the curriculum itself. They were also pursuing the same, and I realized that there will be so many more people who will require similar help or similar guidance on a very small basis. For example, they have a knowledge of their FRM curriculum entirely, but there are some places where they may need doubts. So there are a lot of courses and training courses available, but they are pretty expensive, ranging from 200 to $2,000 as well. So my course will be completely free, and I don't plan to monetize my YouTube channel anytime soon, or maybe not even in the subsequent future. So now, what is the FRM program? So as you all know, risk has become very important in recent times, given that there have been so many financial crises in the past, and firms have failed to manage their risk. Need to have an oversight system, and for that, even regulations have come up, which require firms to have an oversight system over the risk that their managers are taking their exposures, especially after the 2008 global financial crisis, 2007-9, but let's say 2008 global financial crisis has resulted in a huge increase in the requirement for financial risk managers. And some people like me use this course as an introduction or as the first step into risk management, whereas some you take the exams right after their university is over when they get into their first job, or some take it afterwards at the age of 30, 40, 50, 60. There's no limit to that. The only two requirements are that you have a university degree and you have at least 2 years of relevant work experience in finance risk. So that was about the FRM curriculum, so to say. There are two parts to the exam. The first one is has 60 modules, and the second one has about 101 modules. The first part, both exams last 4 hours long each. The first exam has 100 MCQ questions. The second one has 80 MCQ questions. You don't have to take both exams on the first day. Some people can take it depending on their time, their the time they can commit to this. For example, I had a lot of time during the pandemic, so I took both exams together. But you might be a working professional who might not be able to give more than 1 or 2 hours a day or more than 10 hours a week, let's say. So for them, it is recommended to take only one exam at a time. That will help them sail through both exams at once with ease. Moving to my teaching style, so that will be primarily in this format as this first video. My screen recording will be the main screen, and my picture will be on the side, whichever side is required, whichever side the notes are not on. I'll be moving that around. I can move that around, adjust it. And in the notes on one, like you can see on one panel, I'll be writing down whatever is required, written notes, and on the other, I'll open the book for you. Let me open this first book. So as you can see, I've made a lot of markings in this book, underlined, written over here. So I'll share the book with you. I'll share, if you want to buy the book as well, I can share the details of that with you. Just drop in an email to my registered email, or maybe I'll make further arrangements regarding that as well. So it's really important that you mark everything, preferably with a brighter color. For example, not black, obviously, but red would be most preferable, because when you're revising, let's say ideally 3 weeks before the exam, you should have revised for 2 weeks. So when you're revising then you have 60 modules here and 100 modules over there. So it won't be easy to revise to go through everything completely once again. And after a point, you'll start feeling lazy and you won't know what parts are important. So I keep telling you which parts are important. You can underline, you should underline, you should mark everything that I say or everything that you see on my notes and on some parts. So in my videos, I've tried to keep it as concise as possible, to save time for people who have a time crunch with regard to their jobs or their university studies or whatever, in whatever aspect. And it is really important that you go through all the videos, and after that you go through the notes properly, thoroughly, and you take an hour or so after watching the video of that reading, and you should go through each and every line and try to solve each and every question at the back and in the practice book that I'll be sharing as well. And preferably, if you have the time, or if you think you need to give more focus, you do the reading once before watching the video. Just go through it, skim through it, just so you have an idea of what is what. Then you see the video, and then you go through the reading thoroughly. That will cement your understanding of whatever is taught. And the last and most important thing that I'd like to say was that some people might find my teaching style to be very fast and not, I might not explain some points. So I would like to add as a disclaimer, so to say, that people who are already working in finance, who have the general idea of the basic terms, these videos would be preferable for them rather than those who have no clue of finance. For example, if you're switching your jobs, moving from an IT job into finance if you want, then this course might not be as helpful to you. You might want to take a more in-depth course, but those costs ranging between 200 to $2,000. So this course, I'm making it for those who already have a basics of finance very clear. Maybe they've completed their university studies, or maybe they're already working in they complete their university studies in a qualification in finance, or they're working, or they're already working in any aspect of finance will work, not just specifically risk management, because only the basics are required as of now, and everything will be taught from the start. Part one introduces a lot of topics. All the 60 topics are very introductory, so to say. Only some of them are challenging, which will be done thoroughly. And there are some readings for which I have videos as short as 5 minutes, because there is nothing for me to explain, because they are completely theoretical, and whatever is required to be explained, I've done it in those 5 minutes. The rest of it you have to go through yourself, and you have to memorize some parts as well. And it's not a standard exam. For example, you won't be asked define risk management or define what is a risk advisory director. Okay, it's an MCQ exam and very conceptual. So the questions won't be as direct. The questions will not be direct. They will be pretty indirect, but uh, it won't be difficult after you've studied everything and you've revised everything. The pass rate is about 40% for part one and about 50% for part two. Well, I'm giving you a ballpark figure, and I have no connections with the institute, so I don't know for sure what will be the pass rate that year. Don't hold me accountable for that, please. And yeah, please see the next video on wherein I talk about the syllabus of the FRM exams part one for now.